David De Gea, 7 shots on
Does he
target,
say
7
looking like he's
goals. You're in
trying to
goal.
wing this one into
Let's
the
go!
top?
Oh, play now, man.
Oh, he's laid it. It's him.
We.
Review hype. Review hype. We say, Chef.
Oh, babe. Champions League's looking kind of lonely. There's no Arsenal in there. You know what I'm saying?
He said he's lost his pizzazz, lost his juice.
Pizzazz. It's lost its pizzazz.
Needs a bit of the gunners in there.
Maybe because we're in England, we think that as English fans, but it's lost its pizzazz. It's lost its ginger. I asked a foreign journalist. I know the money low when all the English teams leave.
It's BT Sports that's sweating because now they have to do some research. They have to look at that. They have to actually look at Dortmund's form now. Actually, oh shit, we have to talk about these.
Had Schlotterbeck,
Crook?
Tadic?
Who?
Tadic? No, Terzic.
He's a manager already.
Yeah.
Young?
Oh, mate. And obviously now they're all in the Villa bandwagon, but there's only so much Villa you can Villa.
Yeah, Villa. That was a nasty little welcome to Europe dunk.
Everybody thought that fixture was in Greece, but no, it was in Birmingham.
That was Birmingham. Go Houston. Go hop on that flipping West Midlands.
No, that was in Birmingham. You know, the 4-piece with large fries in Birmingham.
They had to hold that one for. Where should we start?
I say we talk about the people are calling it the Champions League historic classic, Bayern Munich versus Real Madrid. I feel like if we just analyze the quality of football on display, okay. Not quality as in that we've not seen this level of quality before, but it's just refreshing to sometimes see just a good game of football.
It's like two teams that want to kick ball and are not really scared of each other, really scared of the occasion.
And that's different coming from their previous ties because they had the Bayern Arsenal match, which was a very dry match. The first leg was pretty good. The second leg was very dry. And likewise, the Man City versus Real Madrid match, it was also quite a dry match. It was more so teams, one keeping the ball and one parking the bus. But now we've just two teams where they both feel like, you know what, we can get at each other and they both agree to play. You can see that in their lineup in which predominantly Bayern picked, playing Muller, not playing Guerrero, and just playing a team that's more offensive. But again, what this match showed and what the Champions League highlights in the knockout stages is fine margins and individuals. You will get found out. Like, you're only as strong as your weakest link.
And in the big moments, some players had to hold their hands and they say, you know what, I got cooked. That first move, because Bayern Munich were on top for most of that first half. So to get cooked by a straight, that was literally just a straight. Vinny dropped deep, spin back around.
Yeah,
before Kim knew it. Before Kim knew
101. Yeah, it was 101.
As soon as you're looking at Vinny's number, you're done. As soon as you're looking at Vinny's,
there's no one in the world. There's no one in the world that can catch him.
Trouble. Kim doesn't even have a chance. And yeah, Bayern, you dominate for like the first 20 minutes. You have all the chances, but it's the quality. Like that little bit of quality, that little Cruz, stupid ball. Because again, that ball has to be perfect as well. As good as the run is by Vinny,
Neuer could have done a bit better coming out quicker.
Plays that ball any heavier. Neuer, he's probably one of the best sweeper keepers in the world. He's coming out and he's clipped. Have I jammed already?
Yeah, you've jammed already. 4 minutes in and you've jammed.
That's crazy.
Yeah, you've jammed.
That's crazy.
It's gone. But like you said, I'll finish off. If Neuer, if it passes a tad heavier, Neuer comes out and cleans that up. So and then if you go on the other end, and not so much him getting cooked, but Sane just rose it. Sane rose it. That's hard. That's unguardable what Sane did there in terms of the goal where he beats his man and he absolutely drills it into the net. I feel like that's what I mean about the quality. Whereas Kim got exposed, Sane just stepped up the level, but it's marginal in terms. It's marginal, and yeah, it's just. Then I want to talk about the Star Boys. You could talk about the Star Boys. Oh, you back, Greg? Sorry.
Yeah, now word. The whole laptop just crashed out.
Alright, cool. Yeah, no. Then I want to talk about because Kim made not just one but two mistakes.
Yeah,
Goals.
even just before the mistake for the goal, he made another mistake, and
Oh,
you
yeah.
could just feel like, oh rah, you know when you sense a defender, oh I've got him
And
here.
then if it's Sunday League, you can hear. If it's Sunday League, you can hear the bench say, "Get on the number 6. He doesn't want it."
Yeah, word.
Yeah, yeah.
You know you deep you're the press trigger like
Yeah. They got me.
oh, I don't want to be the press trigger.
Very deep
You know
sea.
you deep you're the press trigger. Bro, I'm better than this. I can do, bro. Don't press me, bro.
Okay,
I'm actually
okay.
good with
Don't
the
press
ball.
me. Pass it.
Don't
Pass
press
it.
me. Or
And
then
then,
they press you.
if they tackle you once, you're like, okay, I don't want it. I don't want it.
Once they get you the second time, once you no, let them press me. I'm
I
getting this ball
promise you,
gone.
I'm him.
And then they press you and they win it again. You're just, oh, take me off.
Take me off. Take me off. Fake an injury.
Why is the ground not swallowing me up? Nah, football is so funny. Football's because your head, like, it's so like as much as you want to be a mentality monster, and it's actually hard to be a mentality monster.
Yeah. It's tough.
It's so hard.
It's tough.
Because once that first mistake happens, you always thought, oh, that next one. You don't even want the ball to come near you because you know the next one might be around the corner. And unless you're not afraid to make that mistake, as soon as that ball comes around the corner, that mistake is happening. That's why to be a mentality monster, you can't be afraid of making the mistake. Because all the ones that are afraid to making a mistake, their heads are going, there's too much going on in their heads. There's so much going on. I think that's
go on.
I think that's what it must have been like for Kim because he's just spent the whole game or most of the game just
in the
getting
blender.
done by the
It was in a blender for a good hour. That's long.
Yeah. So
That's long.
he's just overthinking
and then
it.
and I'm not talking about Real Madrid didn't have the ball for an hour, but I mean in terms of like on the ball, he must be second guessing himself. Offensively, he's not trying to make a mistake, so he's overcommitting and coming too aggressive. But Tuchel, that's also on you because you thrown him in the deep end. He hasn't really played this season. Obviously, he's been injured a little bit, but he's been frozen out. He's been frozen out on a mad one. So, Musiala versus Bellingham.
Musiala, we spoke about in the Arsenal versus
Is he the best youngster in the world?
Is he the best youngster in the world? I don't know if he's the best youngster in the world. What I do know is that he knows how to make football look enjoyable. That's one thing I know about Musiala. I can guarantee for sure. Like when I watch him, he looks like what football should look like. Like in terms of the little touches, the give and goes, the dribbling, the fearlessness. Like that's what a confident he's good at football. Because there's hella man that can play football and there's hella man that are functional to a team. But there's not many men
I think he's the one
good and natural at football. There's just not many men that are just natural at football.
He's the one where you look at him and you feel like, yeah, as a fan, you look at him and think, I can't do that.
Genuinely. Yeah, that's it. Like I can run for my team. Big man, I can tackle for my team.
Yeah, there's things.
If you put me on the touchline and there's like two man closing me.
Sorry, Bag. Sorry, you jammed in it.
I'm not replicating that. But Bellingham, I don't know. I feel like don't ask me why. I feel like Bellingham's rising it in the Bernabeu. Don't ask me why.
We'll see. But one thing I do know is he sees all of this.
Yeah, word.
He sees all this discourse. Don't get it twisted. He's very much like locked in like as much as he's a mentality monster, he sees all of this. But in his last 3 Champions League games, he's been abysmal. But obviously, the best highlight was the goal against City with that inverted touch. I've not seen something like that before. But aside that, just in natural gameplay, chance creation, build up, he's been anonymous.
Yeah.
And on occasion, he's been hooked. Like the ball's not getting to him as frequently, like as when it does to him in Spain. He's not crashing it in the box. Obviously, he's not ball carrying. And you know one thing the Champions League's taught me as an Arsenal fan, just because you're elite in your league, and for example, you can play in your secondary position in your league, but when it comes to the Champions League, it's kind of like you're bad in your area, like you're just bad locally, regionally, but like when it comes to like who's the baddest, like you're the fastest in your school, but you fasted in South. You're the fastest. Do
Yeah.
you get what I mean? Kind of
Then you
like.
go districts, and you go districts, and you go
And when I
regional.
saw it, the real eye opener was honestly was Rice. So Rice, you're bad in it. You're a bad boy playing in the 8, in England. But when it's time to play in the 8, around 8, you're a 6. Do you get what I mean? You're a 6 playing at 8. Like you see it again, Kiwi, you're bad in left back in the Prem. But when it's time to play a winger, play against a winger, not a Dingra and these, man. Not a Chris and these, man. When it's time to play against, we're not Bowen, not these, man, not, do you get what I mean? Not Cole Palmer. When it's time to play against, yeah,
Them man.
yeah,
Yeah.
okay. So and then we've seen, and for example, we see it with Bellingham. When it's time,
So you think the role he takes? You think the role he takes in Europe?
the rollie, it's not that the rollie don't tick in Europe. I would say you gotta adjust the rollie to, you gotta change the time and you gotta go an hour back. You gotta come off GMT and you gotta go
It's
to
not
Eastern time.
GMT. It's not
Yeah,
GMT.
yeah, because people need to play their favorite position when it comes to when we're taking it up a level. Do you understand what I mean?
Like you can't
And
just drop Bellingham on the football pitch. That's what it's saying. You can't.
no, because Bellingham's not. He's one of one and he's one of the best now. But like we've seen prodigies, we've seen elite players. Unless you're Messi, prime, which is we've only seen that once. You got to play your best position to set. That's what I'm saying. I've seen Lima and Goretzka put man in a spliff, and I'm like, okay, this is how you play the double pivot. This is how you play the 6. This is how you play the 8 at this level. Do you get what I mean? And I'm looking at Rice and I'm thinking, when did the rollie start ticking? When
Bro, what? You know they only ticked around the bad bitches and they're like, bro, what? Huh? Is that tick? I swear to God, it wasn't ticking
I
yesterday.
swear to God, the diamond
I
tester
swear
was
to-
broken in the Champions League. It was, and I even saw it with another Saliba. And I'm not saying you can't have a bad game, but it's when you play your secondary position and you just look a yard out of it. Saliba, but then I wanted to go to when you was talking about man having a mentality monsters. Kim, you took second place because you got saved. You got saved by our Portuguese brother, Nuno Mendes. Jesus wept.
Yeah, nah.
Jesus
Long day.
wept.
There was one
Oh
time
my
in that first half.
Lord.
Oh my God. There was one time in the first half where he lost the ball. One of
He just started jogging back.
the PSG teammates went back. He got the ball back, lost it again. They won it back again, and then he lost it again. I was like, yeah. Like, you know, he's choking.
Ali McCoy said Nuno Mendes is going to be in bed by 10:30 tonight. Yeah, I got.
You know when you sleep asleep, you know your head's just gone. Like, I need to just sleep. I'm not watching no highlights. Don't show me no film.
That was an
I'm asleep like
emotional.
a
That was an
baby.
emotional blending.
The
dry pepper blending. The blending that your aunt does, which is just crayfish. There's no water in that blend. The little blend got him good. And the scene, obviously, the lights are never on Nuno Mendes ever in PSG. Ever. It's always on the spine of the team. Always, even if it's the defenders, it's Kimpembe, Marquinhos, the spine of the team. He got put in such a spliff, And the sad part about that spliff, Sancho smoked it with no roach, bro. That spliff that Sancho put him in, was crazy.
What was it? I think Sancho had like 12 dribbles in a match.
They said I'm seeing a little table saying most successful dribbles in knockout competitions. I said, what?
Bro, just hella Neymar, and then you see you see hella Neymar, like nobody is cool as Neymar. Boom, you just see you. Who the hell did Sancho do this against? You're in history now. You're in history now. Because you see Neymar. It was probably Neymar top 5 before Sancho came into it. Like, it's just Neymar. Like, Neymar's gonna cook whoever.
Neymar tax.
Neymar. You see the Sancho is like, who was Sancho cooking?
Who was he playing that day?
Let's look at the lineup. Nuno Mendes, you're in history now.
The sad
Yeah,
part
history
is
now.
the saving grace for him is a lot of them didn't amount to goals because it only ended 1-0.
That
But
is
on an
true.
occasion, there's a couple highlights where he got ripped, and it was so he just jogged back like he didn't even sprint. He said, "All right, cool, you got me."
No way you gotta convince the coach to take you off. Like you also,
Yeah,
if the coach sees you trying hard and chasing back, you at least he's still you
it's
got
still
he's
got
trying
edge.
he's trying to convince the coach. All right, my head's not even in it, man.
That game, yeah.
Let's get through some of these comments
Go
quickly.
on.
I clocked if you're a fast right back, left back these days, you can't defend. We can't just talk about Nuno Mendes without talking about Hakimi as well. That's another one that I feel like just quietly just floats under the radar of just like everyone thinks he's
Yeah,
world class,
yeah,
but he
yeah.
doesn't really have to show it.
Yeah, I was gonna have to show it.
And yeah, his one is another case of just like you don't like you've got the reputation of a mad attacking fullback. You're mad fast, you're athletic, but I honestly don't see
So
much
how
else.
many of these lot? How many of these lot are literally Trent regens? Because Trent, we watch him week in week out, and he gets cooked. We cook him about his defensive liabilities. Really and truly,
Even
go on.
I don't want to take it prem, but Kyle Walker's been looking spooky the last couple of weeks.
No one could turn around a Kyle Walker. They said that's the best right back to play in the Prem. I'm not having it.
No, but bro, it looks as if the powers are finally like I never thought he'd lose his physical capabilities, but recently the powers are waning.
Outside the physical, he's not a good defender.
Nah, never been. But that's cool.
That's it.
But nobody,
Positionally,
I don't think there's a fullback that's ever had Kyle Walker's physical capabilities. That's in my. I don't think there's a fullback that's ever had his like levels of recovery.
surge. No. What speed? No.
No, think about his like defensive recoveries. Like even when you think
No. Ashley Cole, but Ashley Cole doesn't need to do the gap.
nah, he didn't have the pure power. He was a better defender.
No.
He was just
He
naturally a
didn't.
better
He didn't have
defender.
the pure power. He didn't have the pure
Like
power.
this is the thing with Kyle Walker. I don't want to take it away from Europe, but with Kyle Walker, it's always been a case of everyone knows he's a crap defender. But when you can literally just catch up to all your attackers, you don't even need to be a good defender. Like
Exactly. Because
unless
he's not even a good. And the sad part is he's not a good attacker.
yeah, that's it. Like he's not involved in the build up. He just blasts.
He's not
His
involved in the
crosses.
build up. He's not a good defender, but his recovery is insane.
Like
In the back post,
that's not
post,
something
he's
you
not
can
good.
teach. You can't teach that sort of recovery. It's just like a cheat code to have in your team. Like if Pep played Cancelo in Walker's position, they probably like concede 10,
They
15
shipped
more
10
goals.
more goals.
At minimum, 10, 15 more goals.
Yeah.
Ola Anna gave him one dusting. I was like, chai, yeah, nah, it's been a rough couple of weeks. I've been seeing him get turfed by everyone, bro. Turfed by everyone. Yep. Ola Anna blew past him. He's always been a bozo. Yeah, nah. Adeyemi had a great game, gave Hakimi an absolute pace battering. Yeah, nah. Hakimi, again, they're lucky in the sense that there was only one goal. Like they had chances, but there was only one goal because there was hella times when I saw Adeyemi blow to the byline, but the final ball just wasn't right, or like they couldn't get that final touch.
When the fun
Wow.
stopped, Nate. Kyle Walker's a fancy Wan-Bissaka, and Kojo said, "Not too much now."
Yeah,
not too much.
not too much
Don't
now. Not too
disrespect
much.
Wan-Bissaka. And the standing 1v1s, best the Prem's ever seen. I'll give him that.
Did you see the when Wan-Bissaka had a shot at the edge of the box against Burnley at the weekend?
No, I don't watch Man United matches.
Nah, you should, bro. Go and look. Just type up Wan-Bissaka. I promise you.
Oh, the cutback where Højlund, I saw that on Twitter.
Yeah, nah, that was nasty, man. Yeah, that was nasty.
So what we taking from? You see this Fulcrook, yeah? That's a skeng man.
That was a skeng man finish. To be fair, that was a skeng man finish. I'll give him that.
What we saying for So what we saying for the Champions League then? We think Real Madrid Bayern. Where do you think that goes? You already said Bellingham crashes it on them in Madrid.
I'm gonna go Real Madrid. It's a bit of a heritage thing right now, man. I said it from the last round.
I think it will be a serious failure on them if they go out at home. I think that's a car crash. Not a car crash of a season, but like Perez will not be happy going out at home.
Yeah.
There's no excuse.
There's no excuse, really. Like the peak thing with Real Madrid is you actually deep their squad. they've got had Courtois out for the whole season. They've had no striker.
They are a weaker squad. This is probably the weakest on paper we're going to see Real
Facts.
Madrid,
So
and that's what's scary.
realistically, like you'd think that it's kind of up in the air, but you're right. Like Real Madrid at home against Bayern Munich, like you still feel like if they don't go through from here, it's a failure. Like they should. I still feel like they should be going through from here.
I don't think. Okay, and then people are saying if Bayern do go through and make the final, obviously the left side is more favourites than the right side, but Tuchel will stay because obviously there's just nobody out there. Nobody wants to job. Ragnick's turned the job down.
Ragnick turned it down, bro. That's crazy. Ragnick
I think
actually turned
Bayern
it
right
down.
now, Bayern's an absolute mess. Hierarchy and
Yep.
management. It's just a
There's a
mess
lot.
because I think Tuchel and the board actually fell out on a disrespectful thing. So they said no matter what Tuchel's not staying no matter what apparently. So if he gets to the final, it's on hit. It's like it's just for his CV. If he wins it, it's just for his CV. I don't think he's staying.
Yeah, nah. I don't feel like I agree. I don't feel like he's staying. I feel like the
The
relationship
relationship is severed.
Yeah,
And
relationship done.
so yeah, we'll see. But on the right hand side of the draw, people are saying PSG are gonna wheel it back. I don't think so. I really don't think so. I feel like it's gonna be Dortmund, because they're no schmucks. That's one thing you gotta respect Dortmund this tournament. This span, they're not idiots. Still,
They're not
had their
slow.
backs against the wall against Atletico. They've been underdogs there. They bounced back twice. Back against the wall against PSG. No, not PSG. No, even in well, we're not going to count the group stage, but they're not schmucks. And I feel like if it ends up being a Real Madrid Dortmund final, it's probably going to get the lowest viewings.
Real Madrid Dortmund final. Yeah, nah, that don't bring in that's like what do you call it? Denver Nuggets against fucking Miami Heat last year when it could
Yeah,
have been the
no.
Lakers versus the Celtics.
Yeah, we're not getting no, we're not
So you're
getting
not
no
getting the
change
views,
like
man.
that.
Yeah, now on the right hand side, I still believe, bro, we have to actually deep it. Like Mbappe hasn't properly crashed it in the last 3 Champions League games as well. He obviously got the 2 goals against
The Bayern Munich one.
against
Oh no,
Barcelona.
Man City.
No, Barcelona.
Barcelona, that was it. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, he obviously got but even then his performance wasn't good. I can't see Mbappe going 4 knockout games in a row without rising it on someone. I feel like he has to 1-0 down. Your team needs you.
You've got to play him on the
Mbappe,
left. They got to play him on the left because they gave
the
he gave
striker
back.
thing. The striker thing
Nah,
ain't running.
they played Bacola on the left. They gave him too much trust. Pull him back to the right. I think because Usmane's cooked in a couple games, he's trusted him. Leave Usmane alone. He's not getting no change off Ian Matson. Just put back on. Let them young kids.
That's crazy. That's how it's so crazy. You would have never thought that sentence would make sense a couple of years ago. Dembele can't get changed out of Ian Matson.
Put Bacola. Let them young kids go at it, man.
So put Barcalo on the right, yeah.
Yeah.
What just drop Dembele 6th man of the year.
I don't know what's going on with PSG's up front because Goncalo Maros and Randall are just.
Nah, the slander names I was hearing for Colin Muani yesterday, yeah. Nasty.
He hears it. He sees it as well. By the way, he sees it.
How do you know? You think he's on Twitter?
Did you not see that? Did you not post the Timberland?
Nah. Well, what did he post? I didn't see that.
He posted a Timberland boot.
He posted a Timberland boot.
I believe so.
Dead.
Shout out to Ricky Bowley's comment about Stormzy. You've ruined it.
Hey, Stormzy taking over Selhurst. Man said giving the kids a little some football space and all them things there. Shout out that man. But yeah, nah. Anybody that used to run Selhurst for a cheeky session, that's done now.
Those
Hey,
days are gone.
Over. Best go create your own space if you want a quick session now. You ain't getting nothing out of that. But it's for the kids, innit? It's for the kids them. You see Frenchman call Mwane Scandal and Mali, they're rude. Yeah, nah, I was hearing some crazy slander names yesterday, man. Man said Scandal in Mali. Sancho in the UCL final, ETH should never show his face again. What do you think, Shem? What do you think that means for ETH if Sancho leaves Manchester United to get to a Champions League final? How do you see that? How do you see that playing out?
The ETH thing, in Sancho apologizing, I stand on what I said. In that moment, he should have apologized just because that's just what you do. But he was adamant that he was right and Eric Ten Hag was wrong. And fair enough, he stood on his and he went to prove it elsewhere. So him making the final, it just further shows that Eric Ten Hag's in the wrong. But in that situation with Eric Ten Hag, I thought he was in Sancho was in the wrong. I just didn't never rate Eric Ten Hag's man management because I felt he handled every situation wrong. Even Ronaldo, the one in which the TV praised him for, the media said he handled that situation so well. It was awful
Why is it awful?
because he didn't handle anything. Ronaldo forced his hand. He went on TV and cussed the club. That's not him handling it. That's Ronaldo pressing the self-destruct button so he gets released. Ronaldo, you didn't do anything. I divorced you. It was like so yeah. But anyway, Sancho making a Champions League final. Fair play to him, but one thing I must say is people are saying, "Us, Arteta, can you work your magic with Sancho or this club?" Chelsea fans say, Sancho might look good." Do not bring that youth back to London. Sancho should stay far away from England just because we know players play better, especially young players, wonder kids. They play better when they're away from their nation, like their home.
Just need
They
to be
just
locked
do.
in.
There's less scrutiny on them because every week they're not being watched, and they have less of a entourage. So there's less to do, and maybe they can lock him more on ball. Maybe he's that type of player. Don't come back.
That's the funny thing because I guarantee you nobody would be able to tell me what fixture like Sancho had at the weekend. So like everyone making
Yeah,
the assumption or like, oh yeah, obviously he played amazing against PSG, but now they've like attributed that one performance to how his whole loan spell has went or
exactly my
how
point.
his whole
Whereas if he
so
was in
now
when he was in
everyone's
Manny every week,
everyone saw the performances and whatnot. So like that's the dangerous thing. Like all it takes is one. Obviously, like you do it in prime time. That's the best. If there's ever a time to do it, is a flipping UCL semi-final when everyone's watching, rather than on the weekend when you play the game against Darmstadt or Hoffenheim or whoever it is when no one's really locked in. Like you could have easily dropped a 6.3. Nobody's gone to check.
no one
Nobody knows.
cares. Just
No
no
one
one cares.
cares. But you dropped the 8.3, dropped the 8.6 in the Champions League semi-finals. So now your stock's back up.
Dembele's been awful this season, by the way. Ousmane Dembele. What's he
Bro.
done in the last two Champions Leagues?
Bro.
That's it. That's what I'm saying. So yeah,
Pick your,
stay
pick your
stay
time to
abroad.
appreciate your stock.
Stay
Pick your
abroad and
time to
cheat the game.
appreciate your stock.
Stay abroad and cheat the game. Stay abroad and cheat the game.
He's been mayor in the league. I've been watching Dortmund. I trust
Exactly.
you, Nathan.
No, he
I
has.
trust
He
you,
has.
Nathan.
I don't watch it. I just hear. I literally listen to podcasts.
That's the thing. Just pick your time to appreciate your stock. Nobody will care if you're doing it in the league and nobody's watching.
So you're
Champions League.
PSG Real Madrid. I'm Real Madrid Dortmund final. Okay. Let's move over to Aston Villa quickly. Just let's touch on Villa. The last English team. Obviously, the final slot, the fifth place slot is not going to England. It's going to go to Germany and Italy. Germany and Italy. Thanks, Max. It's going to go to Italy. So that final slot, so the top four, which Villa are going to confirm anyway. But it'll be nice for them to have some European silverware. 4-2 down at home, going over to Greece next week, Thursday. What do you think, Banks? Like, how do they lock in? Obviously, they've got Liverpool on the week. I think they're more or less 4 points away from securing top four as well.
Yeah.
So if they win this weekend, they just need 1 more point. I think one win will do it. Tottenham's not going to catch them up.
Tottenham's not winning three games.
3 in a row, City being one of them. So what do you think then, Banks? Do they go all in now for the
I don't
League?
think that ties over. It's difficult because I think mentally they would have been there. Mentally, they're a little short, especially after like coming back, going 4-2 down again, and then missing the penalty as well. And then you got to lock in for the Brighton game, and then you still got to think, how the hell are we going to get back into the game? So it's against them 100%, but I don't think they're out of it just because they've got enough firepower. They've got enough attacking players, enough firepower to make it a bit of a chaotic game. Like I could only like Olympiacos defended manfully, but there's holes there that I feel like Aston Villa didn't exploit enough
Do you
in
think
that
they're
game.
gonna be able to score 2 goals
They gotta
without
make it.
Olympiacos?
They gotta make it a ding. Dong.
Olympiacos are not gonna not score at home. But anyway,
You have to make it a ding dong. You have to make it a ding dong. You have to make
it's
a
like score
go to.
pack for pack, punch
Yeah,
for punch.
you got to accept that they're gonna score something, but you have to score more than them. Like it can't. It's not gonna be a 2-0. It's not gonna be a 3-1. It's gonna have to be a 5-3, a 5-2, a 4-2. You're gonna have to do something. You're gonna have to go all out because you're not winning this by trying to do the. You're not winning this by counter attacking them. They've got no incentive to really step out. You gotta make this a ding dong. You gotta make them like you gotta just from the
Try and
goal. You
draw
gotta
them out.
pepper them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only way they win this.
Emery, I think Arsenal fans are circling back on the Emery stuff. I think it's kind of when Emery, he makes you believe and then he takes it from you. We've learned the hard way. But Nate said, Emery pack in the air, love it, man. Rest in peace, Emery fans and Villa.
God damn it, man. This is what I don't get though. Like Emery semi-final of Europe, taking them to the Champions
Stop
League.
saying Europe, it's a conference league.
I'm saying
Nathan
Europe.
said
I'm saying
Quansa
Europe.
OG as well. That Quansa stock, my Quansa stock appreciated. I'm tired of talking about it now. Can we just quickly before we sign off? Sorry, it's gonna be a quick one today, guys. Anybody watch that mid-off? The Premier League
Chelsea
mid-off
Spurs?
today. Yeah.
Yeah, nasty business, man.
I turned it off.
This is what everyone looks sees when they watch like United games, Chelsea games. It's just
I didn't sit through that.
Right.
I saw
you saw
just
Villa going off, and then you said, "Yeah, let me change the channel."
Yeah, I saw
Yeah,
that. I was watching a TV show. Then I had to watch Villa, but I wasn't. I just saw Cole Palmer get upset. It's not even a real show. I can't even put the show on my name. Sorry.
Nah.
But can't put it's an absolute mid off. But shout out to Chelsea. I think they're 8th now.
Yeah,
I think they're still and they're closing in on you guys. But
yeah, I think they're like 3 points behind.
Anyway, there's
one thing I'll say is that don't expect Tottenham to do anything for you against
that
City.
was my last question. So
no, don't expect Tottenham.
What's Tottenham gonna do against City because they're not?
You just have to rely on heritage. You just have to rely on the
Rely on the history,
Tottenham City heritage because on the basis of the performance, they've got nothing for you.
We've got a better chance. West Ham's got a better chance.
West Ham home or away?
West Ham's a final day, but that's in the Etihad.
Yeah. Don't expect
Fulham. We've got Fulham. Wolves at home.
Yeah, let's talk. Just invoke the spirit of Tottenham heritage, Tottenham Man City heritage. Apart from that, you've got nothing. Fulham, they're already on the. Apart from Rodrigo Muniz, everyone else is
at
on
the beach. Fulham's at the
beach. Iwobi's going to be doing
proved
content.
his point. Iwobi's proved his point.
Yeah, he's done. He's good. He's good for the season. He's balled out. He's going to be doing content. West Ham, their European dream is done. Kudus, he's already thinking about whether he's going to get the move to Liverpool.
Kudus is waiting for June the 30th for the release clause to activate.
Yeah, he's waiting for the release clause to kick in. He's already he's calling his agent every day like has Liverpool told you anything?
Problem is Bowen's injured. So is Bowen still playing? Trying to get on the plane for Southgate? Maybe we got something there.
I don't know, man. I don't know. It's techie, man. It's techie. Tottenham, the spirit of Tottenham has to rise it for City, man. And you'll get there, try to go machine for machine with City. I lose 3-0.
He better not. He better behave himself. And the problem is I need Tottenham to keep winning so they can fight for something. But anyway, Andrew will always want to win a game. That's why I trust in Andrew. Boy. Anyway.
Who was Nathan talking about? Because I was hyping at mid-pack 10 for Chicken on Ball FC. Madison. Wait, Madison? Must be Madison. He's beyond Dookie when it's crunch time. He vanishes. First off, chill on my boy. He been terrible.
He come off the bench. He's been terrible since he's come back from injury.
Yeah,
I have a bad run from Jan to May. Whew.
It's been a bad watch, man. It's been a bad watch. But we rise again next season, man.
Like a 30 mil midfielder. Cool, Banks. We got a round off there. Don't think we can even do the quiz today, Nathan.
Nathan, you ain't got a quiz for us, do you? Yeah, Nathan.
He's probably has a quiz. But yeah, Banks. Guys, thank you for tuning in today. Hold on. Didn't even read my first comment, Banks. Yeah, don't even read the first one. You see how
what was his first? Oh.
It's gonna be
wait. Did I sell you the Kim stock? I sold you the Kim stock. It was me. To be fair, I was pushing when he was gonna. I thought he was going United. I was pushing a little Kim stock. I didn't tell him not to buy it.
All I'm saying is that whole Napoli 11, yeah, it's looking spooky in 2024. I want Chelsea to buy Osimhen so badly. I know him. He's a Nigerian. I know him. I know what he's on. The skilly one got me.
Wait, the who? Oh, the
The skiller one got me.
But, hey, bro, I said some outlandish things.
The skiller one, it got me. It got me. That's fair enough. But some of y'all on the Osimhen, the Kim thing.
Yeah, nah. When you just retweet something and you're not saying buy it, but you just retweet. You just retweet some positive prop. That's what I was doing, man. I was just retweeting. I didn't mean Nathan. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean to tell you some bad stuff. I said kebab at Skelly. Oh my god. Nathan, what's your questions quickly, man?
What do you mean quick, bro?
He's got two questions. He's got two. My curiosity is doing me. Nathan, you got like 30 seconds before Shem has to go to bed. You don't think I can hear your old lady tell you, get off the computer.
First of all, no one's telling me nothing. I'm just tired.
Yeah.
Close
the laptop. Come to bed.
Get your shit off. All right, Nathan Wyland. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in to the final third. I've been your host today, Bax. Yeah, you see, I'm tired. I said Bax.
Play that beautiful music, man.
David De Gea, 7 shots on target.
He said looking like he's trying to
Let's
bring this one into
go!
the top.
Get over now!